Well, have you ever heard of the term summer melt? Now, we're not talking about the temps that we've been experiencing or will experience later this week. This is a live look at the campus of Michigan State. Summer melt is when students accepted and enrolled into college don't actually start classes in the fall. Every year, between 10 to 20% of college-bound high school graduates just don't show up. There's many reasons for this, and I need to understand all of them and what resources there are to try to prevent this. So we have live in studio right in front of me here, Jill Marecki with the local nonprofit Detroit Regional Dollars for Scholars. Thank you, Jill. What in the heck is happening here? So this is a real thing.
Yes.
Why? Like what you would think once you're accepted, enrolled, and you sign up, you're good to go. Not so much?
Yes, correct. The bridge between graduating high school and getting to college in the fall is a big one, right? We've got a lot of time there, and there are many tasks that students need to complete, often without a support network to help them get there. They're busy, and the number of tasks they have to complete to actually get there are quite a lot.
Okay, so let's kind of run through the list. What are these tasks that we're talking about?
Yes, so they have to make sure they have their enrollment deposit in, attend orientation, register for classes, make sure they've got their move-in checklist, a whole host of financial aid components, and so forth. And, then hopefully, moving out, a lot of the family issues as well there.
So is it just like an overwhelming thing where these usually 18-year-olds say, I'm out, I can't do this right now?
Yeah, I think it could be a number of factors. What we've found at Detroit Regional Dollars for Scholars is students just need help supporting them through the process. So having somebody there by your side to navigate through all of those steps just helps ease any uncomfortableness and give you that boost of confidence so that you can complete all of those steps and make it to campus in the fall.
I guess it kind of makes sense. I mean, I remember starting my freshman year and I had this overwhelming feeling of, where do I go? What do I do? Where's my mom? There's so much to navigate. I can understand why some people would just say, I can't handle this right now.
Yes, there's many factors contributing to it. What we found, we start at the end of senior year. Go and visit with each of our seniors, say, congratulations on making it this far.
Yeah.
You've made your decision. You announced it at our Suited for Success Decision Day. So excited. Let's not have that be summer melt. Let's turn that into momentum. And how do we do that? We've got to follow up with key touch points. So that starts after celebrating with them in class. Follow up with a survey. Hey, let's just double check. Does all of this still make sense to you? Are you still planning this? Or were you actually on the fence between Michigan State or maybe a community college? Let's talk through what does that actually look like. Yeah. So we do the survey and then follow that up with a call. Say, hey, it looks like you're a little bit off track. Maybe we need to have a conversation and talk through what might be holding you back. Because for each student, it's going to be different. Everyone has their individual plan.
When do you start to see them go off track? Because it's a pretty short amount of time from graduating high school to moving away to college, or staying, but going to college.
Yeah. It's really, somewhere in those summer months. And we have that decision day in April or around May 1st.
Okay.
And so that's when they're super excited, ready to graduate high school. And then kind of there's this gap of all right, now you've really got to hit the ground running to get all of those pieces.
Yeah.
So we have that high school meeting in May. We follow that up with a survey to get the information. Then we follow up with the calls in July and August. That's what we're doing right now. And then we'll send a care package to all of our seniors or rising, first year post-secondary students to say, great job. We're so excited to see what you do. And then even following up once they get on campus to say, hey, have you connected with your advisor? Have you joined a club and so forth?
So obviously, you're going through all those steps for the kids that are in your program, but this really can apply to anybody, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure there's a mental health component here of maybe just not feeling ready to go to college. Is there also sometimes a financial component where they realize we can't afford this right now?
That could be. So definitely encourage students to fill out the FAFSA, that's the free application for federal student aid, as soon as possible so that they can get their financial aid package back from the institution. I highly encourage all students to meet with their financial aid office to really check in, make sure they understand what their financial aid package and what they're responsible to pay for. And oftentimes those financial aid officers at the institution they're attending can be so helpful in explaining that, helping students and families to find other resources if they need to, applying for scholarships and so forth.
Right. Okay, so we asked about the financial part. I do want to talk more about the mental health. How often do you see these high school graduates who think they're ready and then kind of start to get overwhelmed at the prospect of leaving, going away, starting at a university? It just becomes too much.
Yeah, I think that, everyone faces some sort of mental health capacity issue. So for our students, we really start that young. So when we start with our students in 10th grade, that's an intentional part of our programming to start building that
ready.
Confidence
Yeah.
and their leadership skills. So stepping out of their comfort zones, that's really a lot about college access, is just, opening their eyes to the opportunities that are available to them and really empowering them to, make those decisions and take that next step, whatever it may be for them.
Yeah.
So I think, it's something we all deal with, and just there are skills and resources available to support people through that.
Speaking of making that decision, there's been a lot of conversation about, is college even right for me? And we've looked at, skilled trades and training programs, and for some high school graduates, that's the way to go at this point.
Yes. Yeah, so for our program, we support our students in whatever post-secondary pathway they choose.
Yeah.
So we have about 90% that enroll in a program right after high school graduation.
Okay.
About 65% of our students will say, I want to do the 4-year route.
Yeah.
35% will say, I want to do a community college or a trade school.
Okay.
So whether that's cosmetology or welding, that's their path. And so we'll support them with our scholarship and support no matter what pathway is right for them.
So can you kind of back up a little bit and explain to people what the organization does and what schools you're in and why?
Yeah. So Detroit Regional Dollars for Scholars is a local college access and success nonprofit. We started back in 1990 at Willow Run High School and really saw that there was a need for more students going off to post-secondary education. So we expanded across the region in 2012 and are now at 16 high schools in 5 counties of Southeast Michigan.
Wow.
And so it's really just to empower and support students to succeed. So we do that through targeted programming beginning in 10th grade and continuing all the way until they earn a degree. So our support is long and continued, and we just really want to see our students succeed.
So are you there on a support and kind of guidance role, or are there scholarships available as well, or both?
All of the
All
above.
the above, okay.
Yeah, so we're a free program to our partner high schools, students, and families. We start with campus visits and field trips for 10th grade students and 11th grade students. We couple that with SAT prep and online tutoring support, as well as in high school, coaching workshops. In senior year, we do a lot of, full day workshops to really help seniors go through the process from applying to college, filling out the FAFSA, building some etiquette and leadership skills. And then finally, as I mentioned earlier, that big celebration moment when they decide where they're going off to college.
They have a little signing event.
Yes. It's a little bit more fun than a signing event. They're like cheering on stage and breaking the house down. Yeah, it's a great time.
Awesome.
So, and then when they graduate high school, they do earn a $4,000 scholarship from our organization to help cover their costs.
Gotcha. I do want to put your website there up on the screen so people can see it. What's challenging is that it's only students that are in these high schools that can be a part of the program, but schools can reach out to you and maybe join the program, right?
Yes, correct. I'm always happy to talk to, a high school principal or superintendent or a counselor or teacher at a school who wants to learn more and see if we can support, and if we can't, I'd definitely love to connect them to another organization as well.
Because it seems like having somebody that's there dedicated specifically to helping students navigate, the last couple of years and trying to figure out what's next for them is crucial. I mean, guidance counselors are great, but having extra layers of support certainly can't hurt at all.
Yes. A lot of our partner districts, they just want to find more opportunities for their students. And I encourage that. There are many opportunities out there and many organizations that want to help, including ours.
Awesome. Okay, Jill, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so
for all the
much for
great
having
work
me.
trying to get rid of the summer melt.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.